Hello. Hi. Good morning, everybody. It is Monday. It is August 17th, and I'm here in the annex with our not pregnant, not mom, who has a couple of names now, actually. I don't know if I've mentioned this on a previous close up, but DJ has been calling her Kitten Rouge. Actually, Kitten Rouge Shortbread, a very long and pretentious name. Also a very silly name. The people on Discord have been calling her Quilt or May Be, as in May the name, or as in May be pregnant. Um, Turns out that she went to the vet, she got all of the checks, and she is not pregnant. Also, the vet said that she still has some fleas, maybe, which I couldn't find myself, but we still treated her with some Revolution so that that would be taken care of, and I think she's recovering. And I guess that's what explains the fact that she's got a couple little scabs and she's got a little hairless patch by the base of her tail, but we've seen plenty of mom cats go through that before. So no big deal. Nothing that she won't just get over. She has turned up super, super sweet, as you can clearly see. And this is her stressed out right now because I've been trying to introduce her to the faculty. And we just had a little introduction session, and that stressed her out just a little bit. So you can see that even stressed out now that she's used to me and she's used to her place in this house for the moment, she is doing great. Just the sweetest, sweetest thing. Also, she has an adopter already. And I was told by the Danbury Animal Welfare Society that one of our Discorders, K80 Cat on the Discord, had a pre-approved application because she'd approved for something else. And when Maybe came in, she said, I want to adopt that one. So that's what happened. And uh, I don't know exactly now what's going to happen schedule wise because it's complicated. We still have to get her spayed, and it's part of it's going to depend on when Dawes finds us an actually pregnant mom cat to bring in here because we're all out of space here at the academy right now. So I've gone ahead and tried to schedule her spay for the soonest that the our vet could do it, but our vet's very, very busy right now for I don't know why, but super, super busy. And so the earliest that we could get that scheduled was I'm not looking at the calendar, but I want to say September 2nd. Which seems very far away right now. And then also, if our vet does it, she uses sutures that have to be out 10 days later. So it seems most probable to me that she will end up getting spayed by or at Dawes and picked up by or at Dawes, probably. But again, I don't know. That's all kind of up in the air and no idea exactly what's going to happen. So we will sort that out over time, and we're pretty easy going about it. She is super sweet. She is a big lap cat. I come in here and hang out with her every day and watch some TV, and she comes and just sits on my lap. That's all she wants. She just wants to sit on my lap. She would be doing that right now if I were sitting on the beanbag chair, but I'm being all awkward over here on the stool, so there's not really room for her. I should also mention that being introduced to the faculty is going very well. She does get a little hissy, and I haven't let them actually get close enough to touch each other yet. But I feel like with a lot of patience, her adopter, who does have another cat, can introduce them, but you got to go real slow. And you got to do so. What we've been doing here is I give them treats. First off, she gets overwhelmed real quick if I try to introduce her to the whole faculty. But if I just take one, Loganberry is really good for introductions. I just take Loganberry and put everybody else away. Then I can open the door a little bit and I can give her treats with one hand and give Logan treats with the other hand, and they can see each other through the door. And that is a very, very good experience for both of them. And then just a few minutes ago, I actually took it to the next level. I think I was pushing my luck a little bit. I put up a fence and opened the door all the way and fed Loganberry treats through the fence and her treats right here. And so they were only a couple feet away from each other. And she hissed a little bit, but she didn't get upset or run at the fence or try to attack or anything. She just wanted him to go away, and I think he would have been respectful about that. Now, it was a little much for her because I didn't put the rest of the faculty away, and so Ari and Smokey also showed up, and that I think it was just a little too much for her to manage all at once. My suggestion would be if people are going to introduce cats to a group, they might want to take it slow and go, a couple at a time or one at a time. And like I said, I picked Loganberry because he is the one that is real easy about introductions. He's respectful, and if treats are involved, he'll go as far as grooming any other cat that he meets. So I feel like he's a real good one. My point being that even though she's not friends with the faculty yet, and we're not ready to let her out to run around with them yet, the very slow introduction gives me very high confidence that with enough time, which she may not have here, but with enough time, I think she could be introduced to another cat and do just fine. You just got to be real slow and a lot of treats. The good news is she's very treat motivated, so it's easy to train her using some treats. She does get very hissy in new circumstances, so my advice to her adopter, and I know we'll talk about this because, like I said, her adopter is a discorder, so we talk all the time. But my advice would be to plan on, taking her, giving her her own space, and in that space, let her hang out for a couple days before you try to do anything new with her, and expect her to be kind of hissy and angry at first, just like was with me the first day I was here. She was very hissy and angry, but she got adjusted very quickly to a new space and a new thing, and now she just loves me. And it's just because I keep trying to push her further and further that she gets hissy at all. So now she's trying to get on my lap, even though I'm not making it easy for her. She's a super lap kitty. So anyway, I should mention that her adopter has said that they are going to continue with her name as May or May B. So you'll probably hear me call her that and some other things too. Lots of nicknames. Yes, well, you just fit right on there. Okay, good job. So there we have it. That's the news for our mom cat. Not mom cat, I should say. May B. I should also point out that when she does things like this, when she hisses and bites, and she's kind of playing. She knows not to bite hard. She knows not to use her claws. She's just she's being very good about it. She's not gonna. I don't think she would hurt anybody. So it's nice to know that she knows, even when she's a little riled up, she knows the difference between, trying to hurt somebody and just trying to tell them something. She's very good that way. I think I said in the first close-up that I did with her that she and I would figure out each other's boundaries and each other's language, and whether she's just talking to me, and that's exactly the way it's worked out. She's done great. I see Emmy. How old do I think she is? I don't know if Dawes knows how old she is, but I think she's pretty young because there's no plaque on her teeth, but they are a tiny bit yellowed. So my guess is, well, I don't know. We always say like 1 to 4 years. That's a pretty good guess. I think she's young. She is so muscular and active, and she plays, and she's a great cat. I said this right off the bat. I love her to death. I would totally keep her if we had room. See, she's gonna play right now. I know, you like that ball track too, don't you? Okay, well, that's that. Let's go down and see some kittens. I gotta stop and do some hand sanitizer though. Give me 1 second for that. Oh wow, you guys can see deep inside the hand sanitizer machine. All right. I take my shoes off for this part. We've really done a number on this tissue paper I put up. I have brand new tissue paper I can easily replace those sheets with and make it look all nice. But I'm not bothering because I kind of want to see if our mom cat Bebop can also be slowly acclimated to other cats. She's a bit of a tougher nut to crack, though, because she gets a little more upset right off the bat. And I think I can take advantage of the fact that she's wearing a suit to make it easier to do some introductions and sort of stack the deck because she's slightly deactivated. Now, I know she can run around just fine in that suit, and she's proven it, and she can still get angry in the suit, and she's proven that. So it's not, a slam dunk, but it might help a little bit. Of course, there's always the chance that it backfires, and that the fact that she's constrained in a suit just makes her angrier. So you got to look out for that possibility as you're doing introductions. But I am excited to try to do more introductions. And if you can see, I took down the tissue paper over here. I got to clear off the little tabs of double-sided tape that I used. That's why there's still some in the corners. I'll get to that eventually. I cleared this all off so she can completely see into the kitchen. And I'm hoping that over time she gets used to seeing some other cats out there, and we go just even slower with Bebop than we are with May. So there you have it. This is little Bessie. Hi, Bessie. Just comes over here and presents herself to us. Say hello. She's just going to sit here and be very polite. Very polite little Bessie boo. I can hear their water fountain. I don't know if you guys can hear it or if the microphone cancels it out, but it's very noisy, so it probably needs to be filled up after this. Oh, little Bessie beans. I got some lap cats here. I got an Artie right here and an Ira right here. They just climbed right on up in the lap. We got Indy. Hi, Indy. How are you? No, don't face the camera. That's fine. We don't mind. And here's Retro. All coming around to say hello. They're so happy to see me. They were all hanging out with Mom, and then I come in and they're like, oh, wait, somebody way cooler is here. I don't think I would normally rate higher than Mom, but she is wearing the secret agent suit. If I haven't mentioned this, that she's wearing the outfit because we need her to stop nursing. There's a few reasons for that, but probably the most important one is that we've started her on some medications to see if it does anything about the way she eats. And they're medications that we don't want to be giving the kittens through her milk, so that's one reason. Another reason is just as a test of whether or not it's the fact that she's nursing so much that means she's eating so much. So to get her to stop nursing could also help directly. So we'll find out. But suffice it to say, she's been wearing the suit for a few days. She doesn't love it, but she's doing fine with it. She gets around. She sleeps on the floor just like she always has. And her life's basically the same with it as it was without, except now she's not nursing her kittens. So we got that going for us, which is nice. I should tell you guys about what happened over the weekend and our power situation real quick. So first off, we did mailbag on Saturday, and there was a ton of mail, so our plan was to finish mailbag on Sunday. Yesterday, we were going to pick it up at 11 o'clock and wrap it up. But just before 11 o'clock rolled around, the power went out again, and that's been an ongoing issue for us here. Ironically, we had just returned the loaner generator that we got from Taylor's adopter on Saturday. So when the power went out Sunday morning, we had to scramble to set up our new generator that we hadn't quite prepared yet. So the power came back on, but by the time it came back on, we were well into trying to set up the generator, and we had to cancel the follow-up mailbag yesterday, and we hooked up the generator instead. So the good news is that now we have our own generator ready to go, and if the power went out right now, I would be able to get that generator on and running the Kitten Academy stream before we even lost our battery backup. So there would be complete continuity, and we don't have to go offline even for a minute, probably. So that's the good news. We're all ready to go if the power goes out again, 100% prepared. However, Um, the mailbag is still incomplete, and I don't know exactly when we're going to do it yet. I don't know. Do we just push it to Saturday now? Maybe we do, and just do it at the regular time on next Saturday. Or maybe I try to do it sometime in the middle of the week. I haven't decided yet. And right now, this morning, is not the time for making that kind of decision. I got the low blood sugar. I need some lunch, which is, by the way, being delivered as we speak. I say that, I mean, it'll be here soon, I guess. And so I'm not deciding on anything. Also, I have another thing that is my major priority for, I would say today, but I'm going to hedge my bet and say it's my priority for this week. And that is to do a photo shoot with these kids because it's been a while and they are growing so fast and they are just all ready for updated photography. So that is absolutely my priority to get done this week. And like I said, I would say today, I'd like to get it done today. I got a ton of stuff that's already on my plate. We're still playing catch up from the big power outage, and we're playing catch up from everything else. And frankly, I've said this before, and I don't want it to sound like a complaint because it's not a complaint. It's just the way things are. Acro's treatment is taking up a ton of extra time for me, and it's been harder and harder for me to catch a few extra minutes during the day to do things other than care for cats. So that's fine. It is what it is. And I should also say, now that we're talking about Acro, that he's doing very well today. He's, like I said, sometimes he's got days that aren't so great, and sometimes he's got days that are good. Today is a day that seemed good to me because he really fought me over breakfast. He did not want me to feed him breakfast, and he didn't want me to give him his medicine this morning, and he was fighting, and that level of energy was nice to see from him. That he was able to fight me on it was nice. That felt good. Also, I won the fight, so he got all of his breakfast and he got all of his medicine, just so you know. But it was just good to see that spunkiness from him. That is his normal way. He's usually very very hard to give medicine to, or to give pills to, or I've been feeding him mostly by syringe, and that normally would be forget about it. You couldn't get it done. But yeah, so it's good to see him fighting acro. He's also had 2 doses of his chemotherapy now, and that adds to the amount of time that I have to spend taking care of him because before I can go in and handle, like cleaning up his room or his bed or grooming him or feeding him or anything, I've got to put on gloves and I've got to be real careful about what I'm doing because you can't touch his pee or his even his sweat really or anything while he's on that treatment. So well, a little bit of extra work, but it's lovely to see him having a good day, and I hope he has a lot more good days like today, even if it means I have to fight him to to get everything done. That's still good. I like it. So anyway, that's enough about him. If I don't talk about him much, you can just assume that we are continuing to do all the things. There's no news is good news, as I keep saying. Um, so there you go. Let's see. What else am I forgetting to talk about? I guess that's about it. Nothing else news-wise. These guys have been coming out for exploration time a little bit every day, and they really enjoy it now. They own the house. When the door comes open, they just run out. Some of them run out any chance they get. But normally, what I do is I put all the faculty away in the master bedroom first, and then I can just open the doors and let Bebop and everybody run around because obviously we don't want Bebop around the faculty. The kittens are fine with the faculty. They all do great with all the faculty. But their mom, not so much yet. And like I was talking about, we are going to work on her. That's another thing that I really want to work on today. But again, I gotta get some food in me before I really figure out my plans. And I'm a couple days late on a vacuuming and cleaning, so those are the things that are immediate priorities: getting fed, getting today's cleaning complete. Then my priorities are more cat introductions and photographs, and that's all stuff I want to do. We'll just say this week. It's high priorities this week. Um, Karen, does one of the cats have CH? Yes, two of the cats do, if you want to be technical about it. That is Bessie is the one that has it the most, and she's pretty obvious about it. And then this is Bessie, by the way. She's having a good time wrestling. And then her brother Artie, we think also has it, but he's very subtle, and I don't think you would even notice it normally. He is right here. This is Artie. So the two of them both have CH to some degree, but not even a bad degree. Even Bessie, who's obvious about it, doesn't have it, like in a way that would really affect her. She does great. She runs around and jumps. She seems so proud of herself when she jumps. I've seen her climb up and down the cat tree very carefully, one level at a time, so that she doesn't get in any trouble. So she knows what she's doing, and she's learning to compensate very, very well. And we're all super happy about her. I've got her chewing on my hand, and her brother Artie over here chewing on my toes. All right, I'm getting it from both ends. Kids all over me. And these two fighting right here in the middle. This is Retro and Ira. And then there's their mom, and it looks like the others have gone over here for a nap in the bottom of the condo. I guess you can't see too well, but I can't move too well because I'm got kittens everywhere. Well, I think I covered everything for updates. Let me see if I can just go over the important stuff again for anybody that came in late. The important stuff is that our new mom cat turns out to not be pregnant, but she already has an adopter. We don't know exactly when she's going to get picked up or how all that schedule is going to work yet, but we're trying to figure it out. And I am also working on slowly introducing her to the faculty just to make sure that she can hang out with other cats. And it's going really well. I do think that with enough patience, she could definitely hang out with other cats. So that's the new mom. And by the way, we're calling her May or Kitten Rouge or Shortbread or any combination of the above, and sometimes Quilt. So if you hear a name you don't recognize, it probably means the new mom who's upstairs. Then the mailbag that didn't happen yesterday on Sunday will probably get pushed until this Saturday, but I'll let you know if that changes. We have a generator that is now 100% operational, and if we lose power again, we probably won't even drop offline for a minute. Probably, fingers crossed. And hey, I forgot to say, these kids all have their second distemper scheduled at the vet tomorrow. So they're all going to go to the vet tomorrow, and you'll just have to watch Cat and Rouge, I guess, for a little while everybody else is at the vet. But yeah, they're going for their second vaccines tomorrow. And then it'll be about 3 weeks until they can have their third vaccine, and we can start scheduling spays and neuters. Although with such a big crowd, it may take a while to schedule all of them. So we'll see about that. So they're going to be here for probably at least another month before they get to go home, and hopefully in that time we will find a new mom cat who will be ready to deliver us a new set of kittens. We'll find out. That's 100% up to the Danbury Animal Welfare Society, since they're the ones that provide all of our cats and also manage all of the adoptions. So there you have it. What are we doing? Oh, Bessie. Bessie just ran up and is biting on Retro. Good job, Bessie. You show Retro who's boss. She's just chasing her and then biting her on the butt. That's ridiculous. Oh, it's hard to film them when they're right behind me like this. Wow, Bessie's really winning this fight. I see Artie's come in from the back there for some support. Oh, nice try, Artie. Oh, wow, she pinned Retro. Good job. That is some fancy flipping around. That jar of baby food is what I was using upstairs to help introduce Maybe to the faculty. It was in my pocket, but it's very painful to sit on one of those. So I had to take it out of my pocket to sit down here. I think Retro's hiding under the Infinity Scratcher now. Bessie, you're a little terror this morning. Look at that. Fight everybody. Now Artie's going to show her. Well, I should wrap it up. Just a reminder, if you want to keep watching these kittens and some of Cat and Rouge Maybe quilt upstairs, you can do that on the regular Kitten Academy live stream. Right here on YouTube, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, now that we've got a generator that's ready to go. That will probably continue to be true. So I'll just go ahead and say it and tempt fate. Also worth mentioning, if you want to try to see what's going on with the faculty, sometimes, no guarantees, just ran over to the litter box. We do have the faculty stream running for our Patreons on Discord. We have that running for probably most, if not all, of the next 2 weeks while DJ is doing an ICU rotation. So that is a little bonus stream that we do, like I said, for our Patreons, and it's listed on our Discord that is only for Patreons. And it's just some extra random cameras around the house that's probably more boring than anything else. But every now and then you can see the faculty running around, or when these kittens go out to explore, you can see a little bit more of that than you would on the regular stream. So that's on the faculty. That's on the Discord for Patreons right now. And like I said, that is something we just do when we can. There's no guarantees. It's not up all the time. And if it's there, good. And if it's not, then well, it's not. But it is right now. Okay, I covered the news. I recovered the news. I told you guys where you can continue to watch the kittens. So the only thing left for me to do is to say thank you so very, very much for bearing with us through all of the power outages and trouble that we've had trying to keep these kittens online the last week. It's really been something. Fingers crossed that now we are out of the woods. And thank you so much just for watching. I should mention, I say this all the time. I say what a difference it makes that you guys help us out just by watching. Whether you even do a thumbs up or whether you subscribe or whether you tell your friends or anything else, you literally do help us just by watching. And I had proof of that the other day. I was logged into our YouTube account, and YouTube has all this stuff that they show you kind of behind the scenes when when you do uploads and stuff. And one of the things that they had there in the YouTube studio for us the other day was a little blurb about how your views, the number of views you get, the number of people that watch your video, contribute to your ranking in their algorithms, so that the more people that see you, the more they sort of promote your videos. So that my whole point is that I've said for a long time that just watching us is one way to help these kittens get adopted. And it turns out that YouTube has given me definite confirmation of that as a solid fact. Just the fact that you watch this video helps us to get these kittens adopted. So thank you to all of you just for watching. And if you go the extra mile and you subscribe or you tell your friends, that's great. And if you go the extra mile, we'll say the extra kilometer, maybe. No, I don't know what we're going to say. If you go even further than that, much further than that, then and join our Patreon and Discord and stuff, that's even better yet. And we appreciate all of you for everything you do. So thanks for watching, and we will see you for another close-up tomorrow. That's it. Extra parsec. I like that, Jim. All right, that's what we're going to go with. You can go an extra mile or an extra parsec. That's great.